Hello everyone, it's me, Mr. Maker. Are you ready to have some fun today? I'm so excited. We are going to make something truly magical, something you can create with just your hands and a little bit of imagination. We are going to make a wonderful paper fortune teller. Have you ever heard of one? They are also sometimes called Cootie catchers, which is a very silly and fun name, isn't it? It's a brilliant paper toy that you can fold all by yourself, and it holds secret messages and fun surprises inside. It's like a little paper robot that can tell you fun things and answer your silly questions. It's a fantastic way to play with your friends and family. Making things is one of my favorite activities in the whole wide world. And I know you are going to be a brilliant maker today. So, are you ready to get started on our making adventure? Fantastic. All right, my brilliant maker friends. It's time to gather all the things we will need for our fantastic project. Don't worry, you won't need very much at all. The most important thing we need is a piece of paper. Any paper will do. Colorful construction paper, plain, white paper you can decorate a standard. A 4-piece of paper is perfect. This single piece of paper is going to become our amazing toy. Colorful crayons, felt tip pens, colored pencils, pick your favorite colors. Now we might need one tool. Scissors. Scissors are very sharp. Ask a grown-up to help. Have your grown-up do the cutting to keep everyone safe. We are all set and ready to begin the folding fun. Let's get our paper ready for the very first fold. This is where the magic begins. Are you ready for the first step? Hooray! Let's take our piece of paper. If it's a rectangle like most paper is, we need a clever fold to make a perfect square. A square has 4 sides that are all the exact same length. Lay your paper down flat on the table in front of you. Now, take one of the bottom corners of the paper, left, right. Fold this corner all the way up and across until the bottom edge lines up with the side edge. It will look like a big triangle, and there will be a small rectangle left over at the side. Let's do that again, nice and slowly. With your paper flat, pick up a bottom corner, gently guide it up and over to the other side, lining the edges up. Once they're lined up perfectly, press down on the fold with your finger. Run your finger along the folded edge to make a nice sharp crease. This is where you need to call your grown-up helper. Ask your grown-up to carefully cut along the edge of the big triangle. Now carefully unfold the big triangle you made, and what do you see? Ta-da! You have a perfect square. Now that we have our perfect square, we are ready for the next bit of folding fun. So take your square piece of paper and turn it so the crease goes from the top to the bottom. Now take the other 2 corners, the ones that don't have a crease yet, and fold them together. Bring one corner all the way over to meet the other corner. It's like they are giving each other a little high five. Once the corners are matched up perfectly, press down firmly along the new fold. Now when you open your paper up again, you will see your beautiful square with 2 creases that cross right in the middle like a big letter X. This X is very important because it shows us the exact center of our paper, and that's our next target. Take the top right corner and carefully fold it down until the very tip touches the spot right in the middle. Great, now let's do the top left corner, then the bottom corners. Take each corner and fold it to meet in the middle. When you have folded all the 4 corners into the center, you will have a brand new smaller square. It's like we have shrunk our paper. You are doing wonderfully. This step can be a little bit fiddly, but you are being so patient and careful. Your smaller square looks absolutely perfect. Well done, everyone. You now have a smaller square with 4 lovely triangles on top. Now for our next step, a big flip. Pick up your folded square from the table, flip it all the way over like a pancake. Now you should be looking at the smooth side. You won't see the folded triangles anymore. You might still see the faint crease lines from earlier folds. It's the secret, hidden side of our creation. We'll do the same folding again on this side. Fold the 4 new corners into the center point. If you can't see the center, feel for it or use the crease lines to find where they meet. Start with the top right corner. Fold that corner down to the very middle and press the crease. Great job. Now the top left corner, then both bottom corners. Look, an even smaller square. The paper keeps changing shape, isn't it? This new square has 4 little flaps on the front. Each flap is made of 2 little triangles. These flaps are where we'll write our secret fortunes later. You've finished the tricky folding. The fortune teller shape is almost complete. Be proud. Your careful work paid off. We're so close to the finish line. You're on a roll, my magnificent maker. We have our super small square, and we are just 1 or 2 folds away from finishing the shape. On the side facing you now, you should see 4 small squares, each split into 2 little triangles. Let's do a practice fold to get it ready for playing. Pick up your square, fold it in half from top to bottom, press the crease and then open it back up. Now fold the other way. Fold side to side into a rectangle, press this crease and then open it back up again. Look at the side with the 4 flaps that look like pockets. These are for your fingers. Carefully slide your thumb and your pointer finger from one hand into 2 adjacent flaps. Then slide your thumb and pointer finger from your other hand into the other 2 flaps. Now for the big reveal. With your fingers inside the flaps, gently push your hands together. As you push them inwards, the center will pop up. Wow, look at that. You've done it. Your paper fortune teller has sprung to life. Hooray! The folding is all done, and you are holding your very own paper fortune teller. But wait, it looks a little bit plain, doesn't it? Now it's time for my favorite part, the decorating. Let's start with the outside flaps, the 4 squares where your fingers go. This is the first thing people will see. Maybe you could color one red. Maybe you could color one blue. Maybe you could color one green. Maybe you could color one yellow. On the yellow square, draw a happy, smiling sun. On the blue square, draw a fluffy white cloud. On the green square, draw a simple tree. On the red square, draw a lovely red heart. Now let's open it up. You will see 8 small triangles on the inside. These triangles need decoration too. On each triangle we are going to write a number, write a 1, write a 2, write a 3, write a 4, write a 5, write a 6, write a 7, write an 8. If you have shiny stickers, now is the perfect time. Put a little star sticker next to each number to make it sparkle. Your fortune teller is already looking so bright and wonderful. You are a brilliant artist. We are so close to being finished. We have decorated the outside and we have written our numbers on the inside. Now for the most important and secret part of all, the fortunes. We need to write these on the very inside of our fortune teller. A fortune is a little message that gives a fun prediction or a happy thought. You will have a super day. You will eat a yummy snack soon. Do a silly dance. Sing your favorite song. You can ask your grown-up to help you write the words. Or if you are still learning to write, you can draw a little picture instead. For a picture fortune, you could draw a big bright sun to mean you will have a sunny day. Or you could draw a birthday cake to mean a sweet treat is coming your way. Under another flap, you could write, "You are a star. Someone loves you very much. You will get a big hug. Tell a funny joke." Once you have written or drawn a fortune under each of the 8 numbered sections, your fortune teller is officially complete. You have been an amazing maker from start to finish, and you should be so proud of what you have made. Congratulations, my amazing maker friend. Your paper fortune teller is finished, and it looks absolutely brilliant. Now it's time to learn how to play. First, find a friend or a grown-up to play with. Hold the fortune teller with your thumbs and pointer fingers inside the flaps, just like we practiced. Ask your friend to choose one of the colors or pictures on the outside flaps. For example, if they choose red, R-E-D. After you have spelled out the color, hold the fortune teller open. Your friend will now see 4 of the numbers you wrote inside. Ask them to pick one of the numbers they can see. Let's say they choose the number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After you have counted to 5, hold the fortune teller open again, and your friend will see a new set of 4 numbers. This is the final choice. Now ask your friend to choose one last number. Let's imagine they picked the number 7. This is the exciting part. You don't count this time. Instead, you carefully lift up the paper flap that has the number 7 written on it. Underneath that flap is the secret fortune. Read the fortune out loud to your friend. You are a superstar. Whatever it is, it's a fun surprise that you created for them. Then it's your turn to choose a color. Wasn't that fun? You can play with your fortune teller over and over again. You can make more of them for your friends and family. It's a wonderful gift to share, and you have been a truly magnificent maker today.